Hi everyone, in this video we're going to discuss about the greatest common factor. So still with civil service examination review, alamin natin kung paano ba maghanap ng greatest common factor of a given number or numbers. The greatest common factor is the largest possible divisor of the given numbers. So usually, pag kayo ay may given dalawang numbers, so hanap kayo ng mga factors. Ano yung mga factors ng kada number na iyon? Ano ang pinakamalaking number na pwede mo i-divide sa number na iyon? So sa given number. So kung mayroon kayong dalawang given number, so anong pinakamalaking number na pwede mong i-divide doon sa dalawang numbers? So to both numbers. So, yung pinakamalaking number na pwede mo i-divide doon, okay, yan po yung tinatawag natin the greatest common factor. Okay? So, yung largest number that is common to the given numbers. So, mayroon tayong sets of rules, okay, or methods that you can use to find the greatest common factor. So, we'll be discussing these methods at isosolve din natin some few exercises or some problems. Okay? So, GCF yung ano natin ngayon, tatalakayin. So, method 1, ano yung method 1 natin? So, in finding the greatest common factor, first method is you write down all the factors of each number. So, isusulat nyo lahat ng factors ng kada number. So, depende kung ilang numbers bigay sa inyo. Kung 2 numbers yung binigay sa inyo, you have to find out what is the greatest common factor ng dalawang number na yon. So, hanapin mo lahat ng factors ng number na yon. So, after finding all the factors of that number, ano nyo din, yung second number naman. So, kung dalawang numbers. So, kung tatlong numbers, so lahat ng tatlong numbers, hanapin mo kung ano yung mga factors sa mga numbers na yon. Okay? So, that is the first step in method 1. Second is, after writing down all the factors, by the way, kung hindi nyo pa napanood, meron po tayong nagawa na video on factorization. So, kung hindi nyo pa napanood yung video natin sa factorization, please view po para at least matututo po kayo on how to look for the factors of a given number. Okay? So, the second step is look for the greatest factor that is common to the given number. So, alin ang pinakamalaking factors to both numbers or sa lahat ng numbers? Kung mas marami pa siya sa 2 ang pinahahanap sa atin ng greatest common factor. Okay, so kung ano yung pinakamalaki na common sa lahat ng numbers na meron silang factor na ganun, yun po yung greatest common factor natin. And that is for method 1. How about yung method 2 natin? Yung method 2 natin naman is get the prime factors of each number. So, baka nagtatanong kayo, paano ba maghanap ng prime factors? What is the difference between a factor and a prime factors? Okay, so ang prime factors kasi, these are your factors of a given number na prime number sila. Okay, ano naman yung prime numbers? Ang prime number naman, ito yung mga numbers na ang kanilang factor is only 1 in itself. So, kung meron pa siyang ibang factors, meaning to say, yung number na yun ay hindi prime number, kundi composite number. So, yun yung difference ng dalawa. Okay, so sa prime factorization po, meron na din po tayo nakagawa ng video on prime factorization. So, please watch it po para matuto po kayo sa mga methods on finding the prime factors of a given number. The second step in method 2 is you have to multiply those factors both numbers have in common. So, if there are no common prime numbers, no common prime factors, therefore, the greatest common factor is 1. Okay? So, ito yung mga methods natin na pwede natin gamitin. So, i-try natin. Okay? So, let's try and, okay, gamitin natin yung pen natin. I like color yellow. Okay, so i-try natin solving some problems here. So, ano bang given natin? Let's try finding the greatest common factor of 36 and 42. So, dito, 36. We all know that 1 times itself, okay? Number 1 times the number itself is a factor of that number. So, 1 times 36, this is factor of 36. How about 2? Yes, 2, because 36 is divisible by 2. Any number that ends, yung last digit niya ends in even number or ends in 0, that is divisible by 2. So, therefore, 36 is divisible by 2. So, 36 divided by 2, that will actually give us 18. So 2 and 18 are factors of 36. How about 3? Is that divisible by 3? Yes, okay. So when you divide 36 by 3, that will give you 12. And is that divisible by 4, 5? No, it's not divisible by 5 because it doesn't end in 0 nor 5. Kasi sabi natin, madidivide mo lang ang number by 5 kung ang last digit ng number ends in 0 or it ends in 5. Okay, so how about 6? Yes, it is divisible by 6. When you divide 36 by 6, that will give you 6. Okay, so hindi ko na ilalagay yung isang 6. So these are the factors of 36. How about the factors of 42? So 1 and 42 are factors of 42. 2, yes, it is divisible by 2 because it ends in 2 and that is an even number. So 42 divided by 2 is actually 21. How about 3? Is that divisible by 3? No. About 4? No. 5? No. 6, yes, it is divisible by 6. When you divide 42 by 6, that will give you 7. Okay, so these are the factors of 42. So let's check which among the factors is common and which one is the greatest. So factor common si 1, 2, at saka si 6. So 6 is the greatest common factor. Siyang pinakamalaki sa kanila. So let's try using the second method. So second method is we have to find the prime factors of the given number. So prime factors, either way kung ano yung i-start nyo, gusto nyong gawing unang factor, you will arrive at the same prime factors pa rin. So let's try doing it 6 by 6. 6 times 6 will give you 66. 6 is still a composite number, so we still have to factor this out. So ano bang mga factor ni 6? Pwede natin multiply 2 times 3. 2 and 3 are prime numbers because the factors of 2 is 1 in itself. Same thing with 3. Ang factors ni 3 ay 1 in itself. So therefore, the prime factors of 36 are, meron tayong 2 times 3 times 2 times 3. Okay? So next is we have 42. What are the factors of 42? Pwede natin start factors of 42. 6 times 7. Sabi natin kanina 6 times 7. 7 is already a prime number because the factor of 7 is 1 in itself. Wala na ibang factor si 7 kundi ang 1 at ang sarili niya lang. So 6 is still a composite number. Let's factor it out. So 2 and 3. So 2 and 3 are already prime numbers. So therefore, the prime factors of 42 are 2 times 3 times 7. Okay, so let's find the greatest common factor. Sabi, you have to find what is common. Okay, so bring down that. So 2, any other common? Yes, we still have common 3. So 2 times 3, that is actually equals to 6. Okay, wala na ibang common. So 6 is the greatest common factor of 36 and 42. So you see, same method, same answer po tayo nakukuha kahit gamitin yung first method or gagamitin yung second method natin. Okay? So let's try another example. Let's try 45 and 60. So what are the factors of 45? Factors of 45 is 1 times 45. Is this divisible by 2? No, because it ends in odd number. How about 3? Yes. Okay, so when you divide 45 by 3, that will give you 15. How about 4? Okay, no, it is divisible by 5 indeed, okay, because it ends with 5. So 45 divided by 5 will give you actually 9. Okay, so wala na iba. These are the factors of 45. Let's go with 60. 1 times 60, okay. Is this divisible by 2? Yes, because it ends in 0. So 60 divided by 2 is actually 30. Is this divisible by 3? Yes, because 6 is divisible by 3. Okay, so 3 times 20. What else? Is this divisible by 4? Yes. Okay, so 60 divided by 4, that will give you 15. Also divisible by 5. Okay, 5 times 12. And of course, divisible by 6 when you multiply it with 10. Okay, so these are the factors of 60. So what is the common, the highest? Common C1, of course, common C3, common C5, common C15. Okay, 15 is the greatest common factor. Okay, so let's try using the second method. So prime factors of 45, we can start it by getting 5 times 9. 5 times 9 is equals to 45. 5 is already a prime number. 9 is not yet because the factors of 9, hindi lang sin 1 times 9, meron pa. 3 times 3 are also factors of 3 is also a factor of 9. So therefore, factors of 45, the prime factors of 45 is 5 times 3 times 3. How about the factors of prime factors of 60? Okay, we can start it by multiplying 6 times 10. Both 6 at saka si 10 are still composite numbers. So, i-factor out pa natin si 6 until such makuha natin ay prime numbers na, yung mga factors niya. Okay, so 2 times 3 are prime numbers. Dito, we can start 2 times 5. 2 is a prime number already and 5 is also a prime number. Wala na ibang factors si 5 kundi 1 and itself. So therefore, the prime factors of 60 are 2 times 3 times 2 times 5. So let's get the greatest common factor. So the greatest common factor, actually we have common 5. Okay, so bring down that 5 times, may common pa ba? Yes, 3 and 3 is common. 3. Meron pa? Wala na. Okay. So, 3 times 5 will actually give you, or 5 times 3 will actually give you 15. Okay, so we got the same answer using method 1 and method 2. So, usually, pag malalaki yung mga numbers, feel free to use yung prime factors po. Mas mabilis po mag-solve ng maghanap ng mga greatest common factor if you're going to use yung prime factorization po. Okay, the second method. So let's try another example. So another example is we have 48 and 54. So what are the factors of 48? So 48 is 1 times 48. It is divisible by 2 because the last digit is 8, which is an even number. So 2, 48 divided by 2, that is actually 24. How about 3? Is that divisible by 3? 8, no. 4, yes, it is divisible by 4. So that is 48 divided by 4 is 12. 5, it's not divisible by 5 because it ends in 8. 6, okay, so 6 times 8 will give you also 48. So those are the factors of 48. How about the factors of 54? Start with 1 times 54. Okay, divisible by 2 because the last digit is an even number, which is 4. So 54 divided by 2 will actually give you 27. And then we still have 6. Yes, 6 times 9 will actually give you 54. So these are the factors of 48 and 54 using the first method. Let's check what is the greatest common factor. 2 and 2, okay, 6. So 6 is the greatest common factor of 48 and 54. Now let's try doing the second method. Okay, so factors of 48. So we can start it by using 2 and 24. 2 is already a prime number. How about 24? Ano mga factors ni 24? We can do 4 times 6. That will also give us 24. Both 4 and 6 are still composite numbers. So maghanap po tayo ng factors. 2 times 2 are the factors of 4, which are already prime numbers. Alam naman natin kay 6, that's 2 and 3. Okay, so therefore, the prime factors of 48, ilang 2 meron? 4. 1 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. How about the prime factors of 54? 54, you can still start with 2. Okay, 2 times 27. How about 27? What are the factors of 27? 2, hindi siya divisible by 2, but divisible by 3, okay? So 3 times 9, 3 is a prime number already. 9 is a composite, so factors of 9 is 3 and 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. These are prime numbers already. So therefore, the prime factors of 54 are 2 times 3 times 3 times 3, tatlong 3. Okay? So let's get the greatest common factor. So common si 2. So, let's bring down 2. Ano pang common? Common si 3. Ito. Okay, may common pa ba? Wala na. Okay, so 2 times 3 will actually give you 6. So, same answer pa rin po tayo. Okay, so madali lang maghanap ng greatest common factors. Okay, so let's have another example. We still have 72. Okay, so what are the factors of 72? 72 is we have 1 times 72. That is divisible by 2 because it ends in 2. 2. 72 divided by 2 is 36. How about 3? Is that divisible by 3? No. 4. Hindi rin. 5. Hindi rin because it ends in 2. 6. Yes, it is divisible by 6. When you divide 72 by 6, that will actually give you 12. 12, I mean 12. Okay, 7, hindi. 8, yes, okay. When you divide 72 by 8, that will give you 9. Okay, so let's find the factors of 112. So 112 is 1 times 112. It ends in 2, therefore it is divisible by 2. 2 times 56. How about 3? No, it's not divisible by 3. It is divisible by 4. 112 divided by 4, that is actually 28. And is the divisible by 6 in the 7, 8. Okay. So 112 divided by 8 is equals to 14. So let's check what is the greatest common factor. Okay, so greatest common factor is actually 8. So let's try doing second method. Okay, getting the prime factors of each number. So prime factors of 72. Let's try getting it with 2. 2 is a prime number already. So 72 divided by 2 is 36. 36 is a composite number. So anong pwedeng natin, factor kay 36? That is 6 times 6. Okay, so composite pa si 6. Factors of 6 na prime number na si 2 at saka si 3. Okay, so 2 and 3. Therefore, the prime factors of 72, we have 2 times 2 times 3 times 2 times 3. Let's go with 112. What are the prime factors of 112? It's divisible by 2. So 2 times 56. 56 is a composite number. So what are the factors of 56? You can start it with 2 times 28. Okay, so what are the factors of 28? We can try 4. Okay, so 4 times 7. 7 is already a prime number. 2 is not. So 2 times 2. When you get the prime factors of a given number, doesn't matter kung gusto nyo gawin ito, start. Gusto nyo 2 times 14. Pwede din. You will still arrive on the same prime factors. Okay? So doesn't matter kung anong gagamitin yung factors. Lalabas at lalabas pa rin. Pareho lang yung prime factors at the end. Okay? So 2 times 2, apat na 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Okay, so let's get the prime factors of this. I mean the greatest common factor. Anong common? Common si 2. So 2 times, ano pang common? Si 2 times 2 and times 2. So when you multiply 2 times 2, that is equals to 4. 4 times 2, that is equals to 8. Okay, so our answer is the same, method 1 and method 2. We have 8 as the greatest common factor for 72 and 112. So let's have one exercise, one example. So let's find the factors of 40. Okay, factors of 40, 1 times itself. So 1 times 40. 40 is divisible by 2 because it ends in 0. So 40 divided by 2 will actually give you 20. Is it divisible by 3? No. How about 4? Yes, you can divide 40 by 4. That will give you 10. 5? Yes, because it ends in 0. So 40 divided by 5 is 8. So these are the factors of 40. How about the factors of 26? That is 1 times 26. Divisible by 2 because it ends in even number. So 26 divided by 2, that is 13. How about 3? Divisible ba siya by 3? No, hindi na. Okay, so these are the factors of 26. So what is the greatest common factor? It's only 2. So the greatest common factor of 40 and 26 is 2. So let's try solving it using the second method on finding the prime factors. So what are the prime factors of 40? 2 times 10, 2 times 20. 2 times 22 is already a prime number. So 20, you can start 2 times 10. Okay, 2 is prime. You can start 2 times 5. Okay, so both 2 and 5 are prime numbers already. So therefore, the prime factors of 40 are tatlong 3. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 5. How about the factors of 26? So factors of 26, we can directly go to 2 times 13. Okay, 2 is a prime number. 13 is also a prime number because the factors of 13 is only 1 in itself. So yun yung definition ng prime number natin. Pag ang factors niya ay only yung number 1 at saka sarili niya. So therefore, the prime factors of 26 is 2 times 13. 13. So let's get the greatest common factor. Isa lang ang common, so bring it down. So therefore, our greatest common factor for 4 and 26 is only 2. So same with method 1, we were able to get 2 as our greatest common factor. Same with method 2. Okay? So mabilis lang po maghanap ng greatest common factor of given numbers. Okay? So depende kung ilang numbers ibibigay sa inyo, maghanap kayo kung ano yung common sa kanila. Common yung factor at ang pinakamaliking factor na yung factor na yun, pwede nyo i-divide yun sa given numbers and there is no remainder. Yun pong pinakamalaking number na madidivide mo sa given numbers. So kung madidivide mo yun sa kanilang lahat, tapos walang remainder, yun yung ano natin, greatest common factor. Okay? So, depende na siya kung anong gusto nyo. Gusto nyo method 1 or method 2. Sa tingin nyo mas mabilis kayo mag-solve using method 1, feel free to use it. Pag mabilis naman kayo dito sa prime factorization using yung prime numbers natin, method 2, feel free to use method 2. Okay? So hopefully we were able to give you some information on how to find the greatest common factor. Kung may mga comments po kayo, feel free to comment below and we will get back to you. Tapos po may mga videos na po tayo nakagawa sa ibang mga numerical ability for civil service examination. Feel free to view po. Okay? Please don't forget to like and subscribe po. Okay? Thank you so much.